Hey, what's going on, AK Motions? Welcome. I know it's been a while since I've live streamed. I actually just realized 30 minutes in that I had to set my stream to public and not unlisted. That's how you know I'm rusty. I was wondering, like, why is nobody here? And then I'm like, let me set the privacy to public instead of unlisted. And then now I see people are starting to pour in, so I know it's definitely been way too long since I've chatted with you guys like this. My mic's too low. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can make that a little bit louder. Let me know if that's better. Hopefully I should be a bit better. Let me know if the mic's too low or if the music's too high too. What's going on, DV Animates? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Alright, thank you, Tank Studios. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. It's been a while since I live streamed, so I'm definitely going to be a bit rusty doing this, so let's see. So if you guys are right here, I'm animating a commission, a commission animation for right now, and then I'm gonna try to finish this out a little bit and move on to something a little bit more original. Boom. It sure is. That is the Leviathan X. Let's see. And then let's do. Let's have them appear out of here. From where did I get the Kratos 3D model? I actually just searched Kratos 3D model on Google, and I found it. I believe it's a lot of the ones of 3D models I find. I just literally just go on Google and type in this character 3D model, and I just try to find the best one. There are a lot of not so good ones. And I just try to find the best one. So that's usually the way I do it. My live stream on Maya to Unreal is unavailable. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Someone messaged me about that. It might have been you, Hollow Ichigo. Welcome to the chat. That I couldn't necessarily, they couldn't necessarily see it, you know, because it was unavailable in their country or something like that. So I tried to change the settings, and it just wasn't. it wasn't working. So I just decided to, I don't know if I private or unlisted it for right now. I don't know why it's not working, but I definitely want to either re-upload or just make a brand new one, or even just show you guys right now. That could work too. Just bringing the characters over from Maya to Unreal and make it nice and updated. Because I have no idea why that's not working. It just stopped working for some reason. Let's see here. 1, 2. Did I use Mixmo for the rig? I did not. I did not use Mixer for the rig. I got these custom rigged by my I got them custom rigged by, I guess, a rigger that I outsourced, and he made both the Kratos and the Wonder Woman rig. So I am not a rigger. I'm learning in Blender, actually, if anything. Instead of Maya. Maya's a little bit too complicated for me to learn how to rig, but I am learning in Blender. Believe that. Was this pre-rigged when you got it, or did you rig it? I got it commissioned, rigged by somebody else. I believe that they do come with bones. I am not a rigger, so I have no idea how to how to make it. But sometimes when you download some of these 3D models, the modeler or whoever, they do give it some bones, because sometimes they pose it, to show off the models. So if you know what you're doing, you'll be able to put some controls on there, some IK handles, and you'll be able to make it happen. But I do not know how to do that. I am still learning, so I still have to get them outsourced by somebody else to make it look good. Otherwise, it's gonna look terrible if I do it. Why is Kratos only appearing here and not where I want him to appear? Okay, there we go. So let's run back. Here, walk up. Use Rigify add-on for rigging in Blender. It's really fast and simple. Yeah, that's the that's one of them. That was one I saw. I know that comes on immediately with Blender, but it is fast and simple, but it's not 100% perfect, right? It's like I know I put my little points in and mesh with the armature and everything like that, but then when I press, I guess, rig or something, right, or create armature, the weights will have to be adjusted for some of it. So that portion of it, I'm still learning. Like, say if I want to add hair or a tail or a cape, anything like that stuff is what I'm learning, and I would like to kind of like get it down packed so I can not have to bother anybody else to make my rigs for me. Let's see. Tangent linear. Okay, so that's good. Just got this bit left. I'm gonna do everyone's favorites, a walk cycle. I like to start from the bottom up. This bull. Where's Maya's Rigify? Maya has one. I think it's called Skeleton. Right? Doesn't Maya have one called Skeleton? Yeah, Quick Rig. Yeah, Maya has one too. Or Human IK. They have if you know, I'm not sure. I don't know if I messed that one up, but yeah, if you auto rig, it has its own little thing where you can, you know, one click or step by step, and you can put all your stuff in there too, and auto rig, and you know, Maya definitely gets the how do you call it? The I don't wanna cuss on the stream, but definitely gets the bad end of the stick, if you guys know what I mean. Of online. I know a lot of people obviously adore Blender, and you know, I definitely like to learn it just because to what do you call it? Just to, like, you know, expand my knowledge and stuff like that. But well, you know, Maya definitely has its thing. It's just that, you know, Blender is a bigger community, so therefore more tutorials, more access to knowledge and things you need to learn. So, you know, you definitely got to respect that for sure. But it's got it. Yes, weight painting does suck. That's actually, I believe, the reason why I didn't want to learn it. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do the weight painting. Let's see. Let's bring this back. This guy's walking fast though. How do you avoid slipping walk cycle? I'm actually cheating this. That's what I'm doing. What's happening is, like, say if I do, because the walk cycle, I animate to camera. So, which is why sometimes you'll see my walk cycles aren't necessarily as great. But when I animate to the camera, and that's for speed. I definitely would not recommend doing that. Like, say if I was to tell someone, I would say make sure you animate the proper way, or, you know, the way that you're supposed to do it. Definitely don't do what I'm doing. But I animate to the camera. So whatever the camera looks good in camera, I'll do that. So here you can see but the speed of his walk is just too fast. So you'll see here where if he's walking, you won't necessarily, granted the quality is super low, but you won't necessarily, I can tell in the pixels, you won't necessarily see that the fact that he's sliding on the floor, but he's walking way too fast compared to what he needs to be doing. So I want to slow that down a bit, or make him seem like he's running. I could do like a little quick run. That way at least it makes a little more sense on why he's getting there so fast. Let's do a run. So it should match up with one transition to the other. Okay, I'm going to take this environment off. Interesting. Depending on your animation, what's your preference for how you shoot light and possibly color grade your scenes? That's a very good question. Wow, CG, that was a very good question. What's my preference to shoot light and possibly color grade? I always do. I think the lighting for this, right? So let's say I believe. Let me see if I can pull up let's see if I can pull up a render for this animation, right? Projects. That way I don't have to open the whole Unreal Engine file. Let's see, I believe that's this. Right, so this is the render for that shot. Whoop, where did Maya go? Sorry about that. Okay, so this is the render for that shot. So what I purposely try to do is I always try to do that like natural either the natural orange or the natural blue. I'm not necessarily that good yet to do those funky greens or anything like crazy compositing or anything like that, like blues and stuff like that. So right now I'm still on the natural colors, the orange and the blues, and I keep it there. Since I preferably like to do a more cinematic type of look for my animations, and again, you could do it any way you want to, it's just me. I'm always gonna look for one main light source and then a key light to sort of I'm sorry, this is the key light, and then a fill light, like a bounce light, to try to like fill in some of the dark spaces if needed be. So since this light kind of bounced off and gave it some areas here, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of fill it in here as well. So that's more so what I personally do, and that's, I believe, this frame, right? That's one of these frames. Which one is that? 79. So that's this frame, but for some reason his eyes are closed here. So that's gonna be this shot. So that's perfectly what I do for my lighting. And color grading, same idea. I try to keep it as you know, not like, so I'll, you know, maybe bump up the saturation. You'll see the saturation's higher here. I'll definitely do some vignette lighting. I'll do my own personalized LUTs. I don't necessarily try to choose anything else, but everything is always going to be cinematic and orange and blue, if that answers your questions. Is this linked to Unreal while at Maya? No, I am actually going back in and editing some portions of the animation. So I do have some of these shots already rendered, but the animation file is still the same. So once I render it, I'm only going to render that first portion, because I believe I didn't do the fall yet, right? So I didn't do this portion of it. I'm still animating, whereas this and on I've already rendered and done. My workflow is terrible. How often do I use reference? All the time. All the time I use reference. I don't necessarily, have the mantra or believe that, you can't. You gotta do it on the top of your head. There's a lot of things that I don't know how to see, like there's no way, even though I've seen people walk 1,000 times, I'm always going to use a reference for a walk cycle. Like right now, like before I'm cheating it, and right now I'm going to be, just using like a simple reference, like a run sheet to do a run cycle, and then just customize it to the character. But let's say for here, let me see if I can even where's the reference now? Oh, sure, I'll show it to you. Let me just pull that up. Where is it? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I use this website called watchframebyrframe.com. So this is definitely some insider tips right here for my animator. So I use this website called watchframebyrframe.com. So I usually put in whatever reference I find, and then put it into here, and I'm able to go ahead and go back and forth and try to get a good idea of what it is. As far as getting it from an animation versus real life, I go hand in hand, especially if I'm doing it from like Kratos. Like Kratos has his own particular way of running, and since I would like the character to match a lot of the movements he's doing from the game, I'm going to match it most of the movements from the game. I don't want to necessarily take my own run cycle and then it looks nothing like what Kratos would be doing in the game. So I'm going to take necessarily this run cycle and just push that in from right there, that's far in the back. So I know some people go, oh, you need to use natural run cycle is more realistic, but in this instance, since I'm trying to create a very short-paced fight scene based on two characters, I'm going to use the reference from the game, so it feels like the character from the game. So this is my reference here. I have it on the opposite screen, and I'm just going to necessarily match it the best way I can. Since I've done run cycles, I can get a gist of how his movement is from the front. I don't need to necessarily see it from the side. That comes with a little bit of practice, but that's where it is, and it's to the side, and I'm just matching that right now. So I'll see it from the back. I'll kind of get an idea of where he's supposed to be. How to make an animation not stiff? That's a very good and long, complicated question. The best way I can answer that in one way is curves. Mastering your curves. Everything's a C and an S curve. The only reason why things are stiff is because you're making things stand straight and doesn't have any, or move straight without having a curve into it. So even though you can see, even though he's running, there's a C curve here that's happening. So therefore, it doesn't feel like if you were to see this in motion, you're not gonna necessarily see this as stiff. Versus if I were to kind of like have him up straight, this is gonna be seen as a stiff animation. So you want to make sure you have your curves. Welcome to of course the stream, Warlock 3DS or 3Ds. And then the more you have that, the better it is. Let's see. All right. Good. Yeah. And thanks again, everyone, for coming to the live stream. I know it's been a while since I've done something like this, and I was a little like I'm like, oh, okay, let's see if people show up. So I'm definitely glad you guys made it. So I really do appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me. Let me know where you guys are from. I know I'm here in the U.S. on the eastern side, so it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for me. But let me know where you guys are from. Well, I'll post this animation on YouTube when I'm done. This is actually a commission post, a commission animation. This is not mine, so it will be posted on YouTube when it's done. It just won't be on my channel. This will be on Bat in the Sun's channel. This is for their upcoming one of their 3 battles, the Superpower Beatdown. Yes, I really do like Black Panther. Yes, I I really fell, I'm gonna be truthful. I really fell in love with the character in Marvel Civil War. I did know of him in the comics beforehand. I just never really, pay attention. Of course, my go-tos were Spider-Man and Batman, like many others. So I like him. Ooh, Jesus! I keep doing that. I do like the character a lot, and I am going to be getting the Black Panther from the Avengers game. I just don't want to do it right now because I know me, and I know if I get it, I'm going to play it. And I'm already in hot water with some of my, I guess, the clients for commissions, and I'm already taking a long enough time as it is getting these done. So when I do get some downtime, which I am planning to do soon, just to give myself a little bit of time in between commissions, I will be picking it up for sure and messing with it, because it's coming out. Christopher Judge is playing T'Challa, so I literally cannot wait to play it. I am resisting every urge to just get it on the store and just buying it. I wasn't been too keen on the Avengers game, and then the Black Panther stuff, and they really made sure to make it look really, really well and have it work. So I'm really excited about that. Let's see how this looks. Let's see if the speed even looks right. What's going on, Tyja? What's going on, Tyja Johnson? This is Maya, yes. Let's see. Okay, it's not bad. Just gotta clean it up, and then it should look fine. Let's see. Yeah, just realize it's the same. That's why. Okay, that looks much better. looks. What's going on, Yellow Banana? Yeah, it's only a couple people in the chat, so it's alright. What's going on, Purple Haze? I got this custom made. As much as this was custom made for me. All right, that looks much better. All right, so I just gotta do those last frames and have them slow down. Cool, looking good. Let's see. Do I work at a game studio? No, I don't. I actually just work here by myself and just do this on my spare time. Nope, just on my YouTube channel. If Maya has something, does Maya have something? Called a 3 cursor position where you're running character's foot hits the ground and have the foot locked to it so it doesn't look like it's moonwalking while running. Yes, it does. It's a locator. I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but it does have that, so you can put it in so that way you can move your character across. Signature. It's called a locator in Maya. I just don't use it, at least for this animation. I always animate to camera. It's definitely not 100%, but I try to make it look as good as I can in camera. If you can't tell in camera that it's sliding, then I just keep it moving, because therefore I'm creating a lot more work just to be able to make sure it's not sliding. But when you do it, make sure you do it the right way. Don't follow me. I work on speed, so I'm always worried about the sliding aspect. And no, come back. So this part is, he should be going into slowing into his run here. Let's actually move this forward and this back. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Is the rig available to download? The Kratos rig? No. It's not it's not even that like perfected. Like obviously, you know, I can animate with the character and get the job done, but it still has a lot of you know, wasn't made like 100% ready for like, you know, worldwide release or animation like that. So there's a lot of things to do with it. Usually, you know, especially when you work behind the scenes, you work with a lot of like ooh, okay, so it's a little jumping there. I want to fix that. So you see, like, again, not that this is, you know, for anyone who's watching, not that, again, now this is okay, and I definitely don't recommend you guys doing this. But even though he's sliding, and that portion, his feet slide, you can't really tell, you know, you can't really tell in camera when he's sliding, because, you know, because it's animating to camera. So it's still like it's running. It's just that those things gotta get cleaned up, especially that arm jerk. And once I clean that up, so let's see. So let's just clean this up now and really make it. Now that I know the timing and everything is right. see if that fixed it a little bit. Okay, it's getting there. Okay, it's getting there. All right. Yep. Definitely not perfect, but it gets the job done. We can move on to the next bit. But that would be all for me for tonight. I just wanted to come in, talk to you guys for a little bit, and kind of just live stream. I'm going to be doing these more often now. I want to be able to jump back in, live stream, and live stream and show you guys some animations, show you guys some workflows. But this is my first one in a couple of months, so I don't have anything prepared. I just wanted to just get everything back in order, my chat, my stream setup, and everything back in order. And still, it took me 30 minutes to realize I didn't even have it on correctly the right way. So thank you guys for coming on. You know, stay tuned. You know, if you're most of you guys, I'm assuming, are subscribed to me. If not, subscribe and check out the community tab. I'll keep you guys posted on there when the next time I'm going to be going live. So it's probably be next week sometime, and maybe I'll be working on something completely different. I'd like to have this done by then. I'm just killing up some of these shots that I've had. But thank you guys once again. Thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys on the next one. All right, peace.